Morning, I'm Beetlejuice from Rabbit's Wicked Edge, and today I've picked up a 3-piece razor off of eBay for an economical, almost disposable price of, I think I paid $9 for this guy. I've already had this one out for a test drive with a treat blade in it, and it was remarkably tame. Unnervingly so. By the way, when I say 3-piece, the handle and screws, for those of you who aren't familiar with terminology, thus 3-piece. So, I'm going to load this with a feather blade, which is the sharpest I have in my inventory. And we'll see how this shaves. As I said, exceptionally mild. I've not yet tried the blade that came in the package. For those of you who are wondering, Gillette Blue Blade simply refers to the brand. It's not blue. I was somewhat depressed. So, another irritating thing about this, there's no actual, sorry, turn this around without cutting my fingers. There's no actual guide here, so the blade can float. There's 4 alignment pips on the outside of the head, and that's how it's actually holding the blade in place. So, and those seem to work pretty good. They socket down on either side here, hold the blade in place. So the alignment's actually pretty good. But if you go to put it together the first time, you're used to having that center point to align on. Make me a little bit, what's going on? I will say this, everything to here is metal. So if this does work for you, cool. I wonder actually if this might make a decent body razor, being as mild as it is. Just a little bit of water to lubricate underneath the foam lather as I built here. Using Mitchell's wool fat on an Omega boar brush. Nothing really elaborate here today. This is just my shape of the day. Okay. Frustratingly light. It feels like I'm not able to get the blade right to the skin. It's being held back ever so slightly. Of the ones I've tried, this is probably as mild as the Weishi. May even be a little bit more so. so frustrating, actually, that it's tripping my brain into it's actually not hitting your skin, push it in. And that's a disturbing thing to have to be fighting mentally, because it is the absolute worst thing that you can do. And there is blade contact there, it's not enough. And having said that, it will provide an acceptable shave. But there isn't enough method shaving on the planet or standard cutting that will get you down to where you would get with like a Mercure or a classic Gillette. I mean, it's acceptable. It's not left me ragged and hacked up. It's not left everything on my, it's not left everything on my face. It's reasonable. It always worries me with a mild razor if I give it a recommendation. If you go from this and step up to something like, one of the more aggressive razors, and that would be well, pretty much anything in the market. Yes. Bad mess. Sloppy with this thing. Anyway, by recommending something so mild, if you decide to change over to a more aggressive razor, you can learn bad habits with this guy very easily, I think. Hear that? Right part of my face is not all the way down. And it's in the that's acceptable pile, definitely. But you can do better. You can do much better at that price. The Wilkinson black two-piece plastic head is superior to this, in my opinion. But if you are absolutely dead set on getting something to try, it's not horrible. I mean, and for body shaving, I mean, that's a nice long handle. The weight's not horrible, it's easily maneuvered, and the blade head angle itself is actually very light. Compared to, say, a Gillette adjustable. So your mileage may vary. Some contents may have settled during shipping. And this video contains 51% post-consumer electrons. Recommendation on this guy? A solid maybe. There's better out there. You'd probably be happier if you saved your money, but if you're absolutely dead set on, I've got to try and I don't want to spend a lot of money, it's an option. I will certainly treat you well. Anyway, till next time, I am Beetlejuice for Reddit's Wicked Edge, and until next time, keep them sharp.